it is Mrs. P. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am here to do my monthly overview and the plan for August. I am adding a little something different to this video, something I've seen others do, and I don't know. August, even though we're just over halfway through the year, and this is usually something people do in January, since I'm a teacher and to me, it's like the beginning of a new year in August because I get a whole new class. Everything kind of starts over. So I like to do like a refresh. And so I've been thinking a lot about like personal goals, financial goals, things like that. And so I went on Canva and printed out a monthly goal. I didn't want to overwhelm myself and give myself too many things to work toward, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of walk you through what I had come up with. So I'm going to zoom you in. I have covered this, so a little element of surprise. Let's see here. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see this. All right, so monthly goals. We're going to start with my personal goals. And I think I mentioned in another video about trying to get back on track with my eating. I am a snacker and I love to just graze all day long. I love salty foods, crackers, cheese, chips, things like that. And I have a tendency to snack late at night. So I've got to get over that because I got on the scale when I got back from Washington and I've gained back every bit of the weight that I lost when me and my husband were doing The Biggest Loser before our cruise. So I've got to get back down into the size that I was because my clothes don't fit. I can't, okay, this is a wedding band that my husband got me just to wear like an everyday band. I have a really nice ring that I can't even get on my finger. Well, I can get it on, but then I can't get it back off. And so I have it in the safe and I would like to wear my ring again. So that is something I need to work towards. So personal goals. First one, have 21 days of eating healthy. All right, so I found, let me zoom you out. I'm gonna go back and forth through. I've printed this out. It's a weight loss tracker. So I weighed yesterday, which was Monday, and I put my weight here. Weighed again today, hadn't lost anything, which, you know. And so I plan to track my weight every day. When I got on the scale, we have this app that connects to the scale that we have. When I got on the scale yesterday, literally my app popped up this screen that said, "Is it really you?" Because the weight has changed so much since the last time I weighed. I think it was like a 10-pound difference, somewhere around in there. Anyway, I've got to lose weight. I am short. I'm 5'1 3/4", which I probably am shorter than that because, you know, when age, I feel like you shrink. But I'm very short, so every little pound really shows on my body. So this is my tracker. I am doing a food journal. I kept up with it yesterday. It has where you can rate your day. I gave myself 3 out of 5. Okay, so I started out really good. Breakfast, I just had coffee. I tried to fast until lunchtime, and I did. I broke my fast with a omelet. I used 3 eggs. I had a tomato, not even a whole tomato, maybe a half of a tomato, and I had water. I didn't eat any snacks or anything until dinner. And then I had spaghetti, okay? But later on, I got the munchies. So I started out with Greek yogurt and granola, thinking that's got lots of protein, it's healthy, a good snack. Well, having something sweet made me want something salty. So then I had Cheez-Its, and they're like the individual packs of Cheez-Its. Not only did I have 1 pack of Cheez-Its, but I got up and went and opened a second pack. So I ate 2 packs of Cheez-Its, which were like 400 calories total. Then over the weekend, my daughter had a friend over. I'd made them peanut butter cookies. I don't even like cookies. But after I had the Cheez-Its, they were salty. So then I decided I wanted a cookie. So I ate a cookie. And actually the Jell-O came in. Actually, I had the Jell-O as a snack in between lunch and dinner. So the Jell-O was a snack over here. And so I was thinking, and it worked. It kind of helped me stretch out from lunch to dinner without, you know, snacking too much. But last night was a hot mess. So anyway, I gave myself 3 out of 5 stars because I was like, well, I did good until the night. So today I started with coffee, and I mixed like iced coffee with a protein shake. It's like the Premier Protein. And that's all I've had today so far. I don't even know what time it is. I don't have my watch on. I'm thinking it's around lunchtime. So anyway, that is goal number 1. Goal number 2, get back on a regular sleep schedule. This is affecting the way I'm eating because I keep staying up late at night, sleeping in the morning. So this morning I got up at a regular time. I actually beat my husband up, so he was happy to see that I was awake. I was able to pack his lunch and, you know, send him off for his day. Then my last personal goal is declutter the house. I started that yesterday. I saw a short, and it was by Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. I thought she had just posted it because it showed up on my feed on YouTube, but apparently it was last year. But she did this, oh, what was the name of it? It's Gotta Go or O, or Let It Go or O, or something like that, where you like get rid of 5 things every day, or you have to pay yourself $5. So I started that yesterday. I cleaned out, and I have 2 Sam's boxes, which I had ordered some stuff from Sam's. So cardboard boxes full of cups, like thermoses, like this, you know, cups that we don't need. I mean, how many like coffee cups and thermoses and those kind of cups can like one family use? There's 3 of us. We all have a Stanley. We all have like the little plastic cup. And I have my coffee thermoses and things like that. I don't need so many. So I filled 2 boxes full, and I emptied an entire cabinet, like a whole shelf in my cabinet, because of the cups. Anyway, that's my last personal goal. All right, then I've got my financial goals, okay? And, you know, these are pretty basic because, you know, I'm on a financial journey. Okay, so for August, I want to pay off Uplift. I don't owe that much more, but I want to pay it off. I don't want to have any unbudgeted expenses that are more than $25. So that is a goal. And then no Etsy purchases. Now, I used my blow money to buy stuff off of Etsy, but I used up almost all of my blow money that I'd saved up to pay off the Sam's card from vacation. So I've got to stay off Etsy. So I'm sorry. I want to support you guys and buy things from your shop, but I can't. I've got to stop. All right, so that's the last of the financial goals. Work goals. All right, so I'm a teacher. I go back to work. We start our teacher work days. What's here? The 11th, 12th, 13th, something like that. I can't even remember what date it is. But I want to clean out my email. That was my goal at the end of the school year. I have like 1,700 emails. Now, the majority of them are junk or emails that I've already responded to and taken care of, but I haven't deleted them. So I need to get rid of those so I can start out fresh for the new year and not have to search through hundreds and hundreds of emails to find important things. And I need to like put them into the right folders, I guess, in the email. All right. I want to set up my classroom prior to the work days. Okay, there's a reason for this. All right, so every year at the end of the school year, teachers have to like, or at least at my school, we have to completely like take everything off the floor so that they can clean and buff and wax our floors. So if you walked into my classroom right now, the only thing in my classroom like that is set up is my teacher desk, because he moved it out but moved it back in. Everything else, like off the shelves, everything is stacked up on the counters. So I've got to go set it up, get my printer and my computer set up, all that stuff. The reason I want to do it prior to the teacher work days is because I like to socialize, and people will come in and hang out in my classroom, and I cannot talk to them and work at the same time. So I want to at least have my room set up prior to the workday so that I can talk to my coworkers and friends and not feel like I'm pressured into, you know, working late so that I can get this stuff done. Okay. And then last is meal prep lunches. This kind of goes hand in hand with that eating healthy. Now, I always take my lunch to school. Very well, I can literally count on one hand how many times I don't take my lunch to school. And if I didn't, I mean, I usually just snack things that I have in my classroom. But I want to plan ahead and have stuff ready to meal prep. And that's going along with the eating healthy. So anyway, I know that was a long intro, but I just wanted to show you what I've got planned for the month as far as goals go. All right, and if that was boring to you, I am so sorry. I hope that you just fast forward through that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our budget because that's why we're here, right? All right, so August. So this is how I start when I do my monthly overview. I start out with a calendar and I will like designate each week to the bills. Like my husband gets paid weekly. I get paid once a month, except for in the summers, and then I just pull in money that I've saved in my Ally account. So I start out with just highlighting each of the sections. So I'm going to do that and then write in where each bill falls. And I'll zoom you through that so that you don't have to, you know, sit and watch me write all that. Okay, so I filled in all of our bills and expenses that come out during this month. We got rid of Netflix, so that came off of the 20th. I was planning on getting rid of HBO Max, and I was going to be able to add it to Hulu and like make a big bundle of it. But you'll see that when I went to cancel Max, they offered me like this, please stay, here's a discount kind of thing. So it ended up being the same as if I bundled the whole thing. So I decided just to do that, and I've set myself a reminder in my calendar to adjust that when the 3 months is up. So anyway, this is what I do so that I can do my weekly budget. And I just go through, you know, and look at what comes out so that I know what to account for. My husband's check hits the bank on Thursday, so that's why the highlighted method goes all the way up to Wednesday. And this is when I will reconcile the week and plan for the next week. So anyway, this is my monthly overview. The 29th, even though that's still August, this will start my September budget. So this is where we start over. All right. So after I do that, then I will go ahead and write out everything in my budget. I'm also going to zoom you through this, and then we will talk about it. I will talk about the income, and then I will just fill in all the categories, and then I will talk about how we do the zero-based budget. All right, so this is going to be for August. Okay, so we are going to do, this is the month of August, 2024. I'm going to go ahead and write the full date because I'll probably keep this so that I can look at it like later on if I ever need to reference anything from the budget. All right, so for income, we've got Mr. P, and his income for this month should be around $4,000. Mrs. P, although I don't get like an actual paycheck, I'll be pulling $3,000 from the money that we save for my summer funds. And then other, I have $610, and that includes money that I think I'll make from YouTube, money that we will get from my boys for paying, you know, their insurance and phone bills and things like that, and just stuff like that. So our total income for August should be around $7,610. All right, so this is where I'm going to zoom you through while I fill out the categories. Okay, so I've got all these are our fixed expenses and bills that we pay every month. These are not debt. These are things that, you know, we have to pay. Some of them are apps and things like that. So if we were needing to cut down, we will get rid of apps. I did, if you see Hulu, Hulu was around 26 and some change. I did drop Disney Plus off of the Hulu, and I got the discount for HBO Max. So now I'm saving, well, I'm paying for Max and Hulu for the same price that I was just paying for Hulu. So that's one way I saved some money. And so this category, or this section, adds up to be $26.04. All right, so then I'll go down to my sinking funds and savings. Sinking funds, we are planning, sinkings, I gotta fix that. Sinking funds, we are planning on putting $730 towards sinking funds. Now, this is stuff like what we're saving for subscriptions, home and car maintenance, vets, things like that. So sinking funds, $730, and then savings challenges is what I use to save for, like adding to our emergency fund, vacation, Christmas, things like that. So, and some of our sinking funds are actually in the savings challenges. So anyway, this section adds up to be $1,282. Okay. Then I go up to my cash envelopes, variable expenses, and I'm going to go ahead and fill out the categories, speed you up, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so typically this section doesn't really change a whole lot. Sometimes the eating out, how much I put toward eating out changes, but I did change some other things. Usually I put $80 toward household, but I decided that I'm gonna cut corners this month, and because we needed to, like, we don't have a lot of, because I don't get paid, I don't want to like use too much toward these things. So I'm cutting that in half, and I'm only gonna put $10 a week toward household, which is $40 for the month. I also cut down our blow money, so $25 a week for my husband. I get more than he does because he pays for extra like apps that he uses for his hobbies. Eating out, or Miss P stays the same. Eating out, I'm putting $75 in here. We have my daughter's birthday, my nephew's birthday, and a wedding. For my daughter's birthday, we'll just do something at the house, and that will be covered by like what I've saved for birthdays. But my nephew will probably go out to eat with him, and the wedding, we'll just eat at the wedding. All right, gas, I did go up to $2.20. If you'll see when I do my budget, my planning, cash planning thing, you'll see that I budgeted $40 for the first week of August, and then $60 there on out, and that's because I'm going to be going back to work. Miscellaneous, I was doing $10 a week, but I decided to cut down on miscellaneous and just do $5 a week. That way I'll be less tempted to rob from that category. And so this section is $14.35. All right, then I go down to my debt section. All right, so with my debt, we've got, I have to make my car payment. This is the last time I'll make my car payment. Once I go back to work, it'll come right out of my paycheck, and that's $500. Truck is $470. Citibank is $20. Wells Fargo is $75. These two cards are still at 0% interest. Ortho, that's my daughter's braces. It's $88. There's no interest on that. Uplift is the 0% interest loan that we got for our cruise that we took in April. And this is the one, the debt that I've been working on. I'm hoping to get this paid off this month. John Deere is also a 0% interest loan, and we should have this one paid off in December if we just make the regular payments. Student loan, that will never be paid off, $500 a month. And Snowball, we are expecting to put, if nothing changes, $85. which that should pay off the Uplift loan. All right, so this is $22.99 for this section. Okay, so then what I do is I take all of the totals from income, from bills, savings, variable expenses, and debt, and I try to come up and make sure it comes out to a zero-based budget. So I'm going to, not zoom you in. I am going to zoom you in. I'm not going to zoom you through it. All right, so total income, we expect $76.10. Bill total is $26.04. Variable total is $14.35. Savings is $12.82. And debt is $22.99. And if you add all of these up, it actually comes to $76.10, which is a zero-based budget. So if everything comes in just like it is, we will have a zero-based budget and apply $85 to our snowball. But we've been really fortunate, and the income has come in higher every month, so we've been able to put more toward the snowball. So once we get paid, the Uplift loan paid off, the next one we're going to work on is the Citibank card. All right, so that is my monthly overview. Now I'm going to do my sinking funds plan with you so you can kind of see what I plan to put toward all of our sinking funds. And we've got, the first is the groceries, which was $600 for the month, which is $150 each week. Pets, $80. Household, $40. Mr. P, $100. Mrs. P, $210. Miss P, $80. Eating out, $75. Gas, $220. And miscellaneous, $20. So this category adds up to be $14.75. Then I go down to the next section, and these, I have changed my envelopes around, and you'll see when I do my cash planning that I have moved certain envelopes into different binders because it just wasn't making sense the way I had it. So I fixed it. Beauty is going to get $80. Medical will get $100 this month. Sports, we have not, I was using sports in one of my mini Monday categories. But football season, my daughter is a JV football cheerleader. And so the games will start the middle of August. So I will have to start paying, having money for that. Now we will buy our sport passes, but just in case we need to have, snacks or there's fundraisers or whatever, I'm going to put $40 towards sports. Plus the first game is out of town, it's an away game. So our sport passes will not work for that. So we'll need money to get in and for travel. Date night, I'm using a challenge for that. Family fun, I went down to $25 this month. Sam's, nothing. Gifts, $40. I do that with a mini Monday also, but because we have a birthday and a wedding this month, I wanted to go ahead and make sure we had enough money to buy the gifts. Pool supplies is going to get $60 and nothing toward clothes, so that's $345 in this section. All right, next section, garbage. We put $15 a month. It's a quarterly expense of $45. So if I put $15 a month, that covers that. Subscriptions, it's going to get $30. School supplies, nothing. Vet, $40. Car tags, $40. Car maintenance. Now these two I'm going up on because I need to be prepared for any expense that we have. So $100 for car maintenance and $160 for home maintenance. So this section is $385. And then here is our savings, for vacation, emergency fund, that kind of thing. So emergency fund, I'm planning on doing $160 this month, which is much less than what I had been doing, but I need to cut corners this month. Christmas is on pause. Vacation, $160, because we have to fund our trip to Washington for December. Mini Monday is going to be $160, and YouTube Hop is $72. And right now I'm not saving anything for summer. That will start in September. I'll start saving for next summer. So this section is $552. So if you total up all of our categories for our sinking funds and cash expenses, it's $2702. $2707. I messed that up. I'm just going to white out that little part right there. $2707. And now there's sometimes in the month, if extra money comes in, I do tweak some of the categories to put extra money there, but you will see that in my cash planning. So this ended up being a very long video and I didn't mean it to, but that is my monthly overview. That is what we are planning to do for August. My next video will be the plan for the first week of August, so you'll see a little bit more in detail of the week. So I think that's everything. I am trying to make sure I don't forget something. I always tend to forget something in my videos. I'm going to go ahead and pull the candle over. You can see Nick sitting there. This candle is really hot. Let me zoom in. Can y'all see Nick? Yep, there's Nick. And for the people who are new, I'll try to link I always say that. I'm going to try to link the video. Nick is a nickel. He was named by one of my subscribers. When I was doing my very first, well, not first, but one of the first cash planning videos, like cash stuffing, I accidentally, when I was taking the change out of my wallet, I dropped a nickel in the candle because I was awkward and nervous and all the things. And because I didn't know how to get the nickel out of there, I left it, and everybody, decided that was, just leave the nickel in there. So anyway, he's become kind of an icon of the channel. And when the candle burns down, because this is like my third candle, I transfer him into a new candle. So anyway, that is the candle. I'm going to blow it out, say goodbye, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.